Hello, my name is Nathan Wong and I'm one of the co-developers of the Envirolution project. Today I wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how to use the Envirolution program. Let's get into it. So first off, to run the program we require that you have a working computer, a mouse, a keyboard, and a monitor that's at least 700 by 700 pixels in size. If you have all that ready, we can begin with the tutorial. Once you load up the program, you'll be met with the title screen. There's also a button for instructions, but we're just going to get right into it. So, right away, we have our environment setup screen. This allows you to adjust the environment that the animals are born into, and you're able to tweak things like nutrition per food. So this is the nutrition value of your individual food morsel, the temperature range that your environment will vary from. So if your temperature range is 30, it could vary from 0 to 30 degrees, etc., etc. The average temperature of your environment, and the humidity of your environment. So if you're not really into tweaking things and modifying things by hand, you can also use one of our preset environments, like the Arctic or the Meadow. For this tutorial, I'm going to go with the Arctic. So once you've sorted out your environment, you can start modifying your animal's traits, the first two animals that are spawned into your environment. These animals are very important because they determine the trajectory of your evolution. So just to start off, I'm going to adjust the size of my male animal to be a little smaller, and the speed of my female animal to be a little faster. I can also adjust the breeding rate, color, and aggression, etc. of the animals, but I think I'm just going to leave it like this. So to start off, right away you can see that there's a lot going on on the screen. These little green and yellow dots here are the food for the animals, and the moving circles, as you might have guessed, are the animals. So I also have this viewport at the top here, which shows me the average stats of the animals. There's only two right now, but as you can see, as the animals reproduce, that will change. So I'm just going to increase the speed a little bit so you can get an idea for the evolution of the animals. So already the stats of the animals are changing. A new female was just born, and that's causing the average size of females to be skewed a little. I'm going to show you another feature of the program, which is to pause the simulation. So say at any point in time you want to inspect one of the creatures that's exhibiting interesting behavior, you can pause the simulation, hover over it with your mouse, and then select it. And once selected, it'll show you the average size of male and female animals compared to your animal, the selected animal, vision, speed, aggression. And using this method, you can do a little bit of investigation on the individual level. You can also adjust the information about that animal, such as its speed, size, aggression. Say I want to make this animal a lot slower and also a lot larger than your average animal. I can do that. You might have also noticed that in the menu there's things like adjusting the breeding rate of the animal, so how fast it reproduces. I also adjusted the litter size earlier, which just determines how many animals are born per pregnancy, and I can also adjust the animation speed, as I showed you earlier, to be a lot slower or a lot faster. Another thing that you might have noticed is this here drop-down menu, which can show you different traits about the animals, like their age and their gender. So I'm just going to let it run for a few generations, just so you can get a feel for the evolution side of things, and also make some observations about the animals. So as you can see here, there seems to be a trend, a positive correlation of animals and size. It seems like the male animals are increasing in size as time continues. By a lot, apparently. You can also see that the aggression is increasing, and the average vision seems to have declined a bit. Now, if I'm noticing that my animals are dwindling in population, or they've already started dwindling,